What is going on, you all? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are doing a little bit of a wellness vlog. I'm going to take you all with me as I go and meet up with my trainer in person. It's been the first time that we have met up in person in forever, so I'm super excited. We're going to DMV Iron and Falls Church to have a little leg day moment, and I love leg day, so I'm excited because y'all, I'm trying to be snatched for the summertime. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be snatched. Anywho, if you're wondering why I have makeup on to go to the gym, first of all, I looked crazy this morning and I just felt like I needed a little and I'll never forget, I was on my way to a lacrosse game in high school, and this girl who was like 2 grades above me, I think I was a sophomore at the time, and she literally said to me, look good, feel good, play good. So now I don't have no problem wearing makeup to the gym. It's just a little light makeup moment, but I'm excited to see what this new gym is talking about, or see what Jamal's gym is talking about. I'm gonna have a little Q&A with him as well. Afterwards, it's gonna be super quick, easy, but he's just gonna answer a few questions from a trainer perspective, and then yeah, I got a couple other things planned for the day, but let's go and get into it. I'm so excited, y'all.
Busy, the schedule busy, my head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie, my cousins are crazy, my cousins like books. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tootsie. Booked for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby that keep going crazy. Weezy produced it, and Weezy have made me, and she held it down, so she got a Mercedes. Young Money Records, the Army, the Navy. They ran me 10,000, I threw it like Brady. Foreign is yellow like Tracy and Katie. I trust in my they never betray me. Met all these, they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave me.
Let's try again. Oh, no. Let's try again. Yeah, new people at DMV be like, okay, all right, there we go.
All right, y'all, we just finished up. I'm fucking sweating everywhere in life, but I brought on Jamal real quick just so he could answer a couple questions. There was music going on in there, so obviously we couldn't answer questions in there. If y'all are just joining the family, Jamal has been my trainer for what, 2 years now? 2 years now. We were friends in college, and Jamal shout out Towson. Jamal had a huge transformation with his own fitness journey. So tell us a little bit about how you got into fitness.
So it took me a while, but I grew up basically throughout my childhood. Grew up in PG County, for anybody that's from there. I was super shy, super quiet, didn't have a lot of friends because I was overweight, I was obese, and that really like messed with my confidence. So for me, it was a moment that came in college where, or high school really rather, I got bullied really bad in high school, and so that kind of shook my confidence a little bit. So when I got to college, I was like, all right, yo, something's gotta shake, something's gotta give, but we're not about to give up out here, obviously. So I just started watching endless YouTube videos, just different ways that people were losing weight, that they were gaining muscle, and that was what kind of kickstarted it for me. I did this thing called Insanity, if anybody's familiar. Shaun T, Insanity. I did that for like 2 summers straight, and I lost a ton of weight. And then when I saw that it was possible, I started digging into it deeper. And then I got with my boy Twan. Shout out to Twan if you're watching this. He was probably the first person that took me inside of a gym and started showing me exercises and movements. And then from there, I just fell in love. And the rest is history. We're here today. We stuck with it ever since then. That was like 2015.
Okay, so anyways, great journey. Jamal has been an inspiration to me. He's really helped me through thus far with my wellness journey, because I still have a long way to go and I'm still working on a lot of things. Eating habits being the main one. But anyways, so what is something, like what's a tip that you would give to a beginner who's just like starting out in the gym?
The first tip is take advantage of the fact that you are a beginner. What I mean by that is you as a beginner can get a lot more out of less, right? I think something that is very common. People start out in the gym and they want to go balls to the walls. They want to go 7 days a week. They want to do all the cardio. They want to cut all the food. When you're just starting out in the gym, your body doesn't know what the hell is going on, right? And so inherently you're gonna lose more fat than you would. You're gonna put on more muscle than you normally would. And so take advantage of that. You only need to do 3 days, 4 days out of the week working out when you start out. You don't need to do a ton of cardio when you're starting out because your body isn't used to cardio. So just do less with more in those early stages. Like when you get to a point where you're 2, 3 years in, 4 years in, that's when it's gonna get hard and you're gonna have to, you know, put in a little bit of extra work and like do more cardio, or your sessions may be a little bit longer. But in these early stages, don't work harder than you need to. Work smarter.
Smarter, not harder.
Not harder. So that's
okay,
my biggest tip.
That's a good one. What's your advice to someone who is struggling with their fitness goals right now, or who like fell off? You know, beginning of the year, people come into the gym and then they fall off.
Yeah, you know what? I think that the most common reason that people fall off in the gym is because they don't have a long-term why, right? I think that it is critical, like more important than anything, to know what your why is for wanting to make these changes in your life, whether they're physical, whether they're mental, whether they're emotional. You have to have a why, right? And a lot of people's why is like a short-term thing. They think, I want to get ready for this vacation, summer body, my birthday's coming up. And I mean, that's cool, that's fine and dandy, but you know, it's gonna come to that point where that event happens, and then what, right? Yeah. So it's about going beyond that. Do you want, is the way that you look, does that really impact you and your confidence levels on a day-to-day basis? Maybe your why is, I want to walk around with the confidence that I know that I have the ability to have, you know, and that's why I get in this gym every day and do what I do. So it's really being honest with yourself, sitting down and figuring out why you're in, you know, this world, why you're doing the work that you're doing. Because for my New Year's resolutioners that they're probably going through it right now, motivation dwindles quick.
Oh my God, so
you know,
quick.
it's not something that's gonna be there. What's gonna ultimately stand the test of time is like your why, and what's gonna drive your why is, or the discipline that you have is gonna drive, you know, that why, right? So you've heard it a million times, discipline is always gonna matter more than your motivation, and I think that discipline is more associated with a really structured and firm why.
I love that.
Yeah.
Find your why. Last question, quick and easy. What's something you wish someone had told you when you first started out?
I don't know if this is something that I wish people told me, but I wish that I would have utilized my resources more. The moment that my fitness journey changed and I started really seeing a difference is when I let my pride go and I stopped relying on what I was searching on the internet and finding, or what I saw on YouTube, and I turned it over to somebody that had the expertise, and they really took me in and started teaching me not only like the workouts and not only the nutrition, but the life habits that need to happen, the sleep that needs to happen, the meal timing that needs to happen, the discipline outside of all of that needs to happen. I think so that's the biggest thing, is just like letting go of the pride enough to seek out help and advice from people that can offer you that.
If it's feasible, if it's like financially, like,
yeah,
and just like time-wise feasible, I always say to anybody now, if you can, find a trainer, even if it's 1 day a week, even if it's just for an hour, even if it's just for like whatever time you can, find someone who knows what they're talking about and knows what they're doing.
Yeah, period.
Period.
Just one more thing that I would add on that one. When you're in the gym, be efficient and effective. I think a lot of beginners think, like I said at the start, like you have to be balls to the walls, you have to be in the gym for 2-3 hours, you need to be doing X, Y, and Z. I see so often people doing 10-15 exercises in a workout, and 5 or 6 of the exercises do the exact same thing, right? So it's cutting back the fat, trimming off the fat, and doing what you need to do, maximizing the workout, and letting the rest of that time serve for the things that are needed. So the eating, the sleeping, the resting, the recovering, all of those things matter. If you're spending all your time in the gym doing everything else, you're not gonna give your body the time to do those things. So very important.
Yay! Thank you so much for all those tips. saw his information. He posts like all different types of tips and things like that on his social media, so look out for those. And I'm about to head home and we're gonna continue on with this wellness day. I got a little snack to munch on. This is the Quest, it's a protein bar. This is the chocolate caramel pecan one. It's probably my favorite one out of the bunch. I got to try a couple of them and it's my favorite one. So headed home. Such a great day, such a great session. I think when I get home I'm actually gonna go for a walk because it's 60 degrees outside and that is unheard of for the winter time. So let's go. So it dropped down to 56, which is not that bad still. It's still a pretty decent day. I'm just really grateful that my apartment complex has this nice trail, because especially during the pandemic when I first moved here, I needed these little nature walks. Right now it doesn't look as pretty because it's the winter time and it's all just branches, but in the summer it's really beautiful. I'm feeling so wiped from this day. And what have I done? Well, I woke up this morning and I edited a little bit before. I just walked up a bunch of stairs, y'all. But I did some editing before heading out to go work out with Jamal. But it was just like an hour drive there, an hour drive back. So I feel wiped. But to continue indulging in this wellness vlog in the evening, it's 5 o'clock. It's actually close to 5:30 now. I'm gonna take a shower, unwind, and just enjoy the evening. I have a little bit more editing to do, but I'm going to make a super yummy dinner, which I'm gonna talk to you guys about in a little bit. But for now, it's time to just have a relaxing evening and invest in myself, okay?
Something flush when somebody says your name. Get my stomach, there's a fantasy. Walk in my direction, I go the other way.
Not gonna lie, y'all, I absolutely despise the lighting in our kitchen because, like, look at this. Reasons I want to move. Anywho, we're gonna get started with dinner. Had a nice little just get myself together. As you can see, my skin is glowy. I look like a glazed donut. One thing I think is super important with taking care of yourself is just like really investing in some me time, you know, whether that be a little extra time in the shower or spending a little extra time on your skincare, or just like taking time to take care of yourself. You know, there's so many different forms of self-care. Whatever that looks like for you, I hope you do it. And with this wellness journey, it's not just about losing weight. It's not just about getting snatched, as you heard Jamal say earlier. It's about so much more. It's about creating a lifestyle that's sustainable and doing things every day to really invest in yourself. Like, so that being said, we're gonna get started with dinner. Tonight I'm gonna make a little mango salsa with some salmon, do a little bit of some spinach, some zucchini, some rice. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be a moment. And having the right foods and putting the right foods in my body has been a huge struggle for me these past 2 years since I started my journey, but something that I'm really, really trying to take super serious this year, and, you know, just really like have some discipline so I can reach my goals, you know? So let's get to it. finally done. It took me an hour to make, actually a little over an hour, but things took a little bit more time than usual. Y'all, I'm so excited to eat this. Okay, well, I am in bed and dinner was so good. Literally love a healthy but still super yummy dinner. And honestly, if you're looking to get into a wellness journey, or you're looking to get into just eating better, it doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be bland. It doesn't have to be any of those things. Just look up some great recipes. The mango salsa with the salmon, a little bit of spinach, and just like really, and some rice, like all of those things are super healthy. I put some avocado on there, like just like high in protein and like really good fatty acids, have a little bit of carbs in there. Like there's so many different things that you can incorporate into your diet that contribute to your health. So if you guys have any questions about those things, I'm no nutritionist, but I can help you to the best of my ability and point you out to good resources in terms of good nutritionists, I cannot say that word clearly, to follow and kind of look out for to help you along your journey. But wellness, again, is not just a one-way street. It's not just one thing. It's not just working out. It's not just eating right. It's investing in your mental health. It's looking into therapy. It's journaling. It's meditating. It's doing so many different things. And it doesn't have to be the same every single day. Like, I didn't meditate today, but I meditated yesterday, or I meditated the day before that. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be the same every single day. Having a routine does help, but at the same time, someone like me who doesn't do the best, like I do okay with routines, but not the best. You know, mixing it up, doing something different, finding new ways to invest in your health. Try out a workout class, try out, you know, different things that get your body moving. And really just like do things that are sustainable. Because when you try to do, like Jamal was saying earlier, these quick little things just to prepare for a birthday trip or prepare for, you know, just one thing, then you go back to the sedentary eating whatever kind of lifestyle that you were living before. You're just wasting your time pretty much. Like, and that's something that I am learning now. And it's taken me 2 years of being on this journey to really let that click. So I hope these things were helpful. Just finished journaling. And I do that at different times of the day. Sometimes I don't always do it at night. Sometimes I do it in the morning. Sometimes I do it midday. Like I said, just do what works for you. Mix it up a little bit, but try to, again, just do 1 or 2 things a day to like really invest in yourself, invest in your health, invest in your well-being, and love on yourself. Like, this is a part of self-love. So that's me wrapping up my little 2 cents. Again, hope you all learned something. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and drop a comment down in the comments. Let's talk. What kind of journey are you on? What are you doing? What do you need help with? How can I help you? What resources can I provide you with? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.